So here's a super simple rhythmic game you can play in your workshops and classrooms. It is called 𝗐𝗶𝘁𝗍 from the book Interactive Rhythm by Dave Holland. The game is super simple, fun, it's great for listening skills and rhythmic awareness. It is a series of X's and dashes. All of the X's, which could be your quarter note or your 16th note, you play as a group. That sets up your rhythmic ostinato, and all the other players have to do is keep away from those notes. So the room setup is super simple. You would have your row of chairs as opposed to a circle, otherwise it'd be difficult to see the patterns that are about to be laid out. So you would get 4 pieces of paper and you would lay them landscape. And on those pieces of paper, you would have 4 beats or 4 beat options. And whenever you want to play how you're setting your ostinato up, you're going to draw an X, and then in between you will draw a dash in between those X's. So you'd have your 4 pieces of paper with your beat options on them. You could get your students to call them out for you, or you could give each student a choice of an X or a dash. This is going to be your rhythm ostinato. So you're going to play it from left to right, and it sounds like this. So you could either count it in quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, and 4, or you could count it as 16th notes, 1 E and A. So if we take quarter notes, it will be 1, nothing, 3, 4, nothing, 2, 3, 4, nothing, nothing, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you would play that pattern over and over again with the students. And then the whole point of the game is that you split it so that you as the leader on the cowbell or on your own drum might be playing the X's, and the student's job then is to play it in the gaps of these, hence why it's called 𝗐𝗶𝘁𝗍. So the students would end up playing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the students would then have to play those. So a few variations of this game. You could write different body movements for the individual 𝗐𝗶𝘁𝗍s. So you could write clap over the top on its own piece of paper. You could have click, you could have stomp, and you could have clap again. So that the students have to then play the 𝗐𝗶𝘁𝗍 notes, doing the ones above, doing the directions above. Another variety option for this game is you could introduce dynamic cards as well. You could have a card that was, this could be your signal for loud, this could be your card for quiet, this could be your card for neutral, and this could be your card for loud. If you're working with the Italian words, so piano, mezzo forte, forte, you could also write those in here as well if you want to link those two together. So a few more variations. You could have an A and a B section. So you could have this as your A and this as your B. So you would forget these two and you could just go playing A over and over again. Then you can play B when someone calls it out, whether you as the leader call it out or one of your students calls it out, or someone in your group. You could also do this with a song. You could have a backing track on and you could play A over and over again and then jump into B. This is really good for teaching sections of songs. So another variation is called blind 𝗐𝗶𝘁𝗍. You set this up by doing the same thing. So you would play your notes, but the students wouldn't get to see it on the floor. So you would just write it down on yours, you would play yours, and then they would have to work out which are the 𝗐𝗶𝘁𝗍 notes. And play them back to you in real time. Another really great one is that you do the same thing, but you only play it once, and they have to guess what the 𝗐𝗶𝘁𝗍 notes were from the one-time playthrough. It's super good for their listening skills, it's super fun. Another one to that is that you get them to write down the 𝗐𝗶𝘁𝗍 notes. So in this instance, you would play this one through, and after one time listen to blind, they would then have to write down in their own pieces of paper what the rhythm was, what the pattern was, and what their 𝗐𝗶𝘁𝗍 notes were. This is super good for their writing skills and their remembering skills, all things we need to be good musicians. Another cool variant of the game could be to play them in reverse order. So you would go this one, this one, this one, and this one. And then you could also get your students to write numbers on them. So you could play this one first, this one second, third and fourth, for instance. So another way you can vary this is you could switch the leader so that you have this person here playing all of the X's and everyone else playing the 𝗐𝗶𝘁𝗍s. You could split it down the middle. So this side play the 𝗐𝗶𝘁𝗍, this side play the X's. You could also do per person. So this person plays X's, this person, and it just alternates this way. There are multiple ways that you can play this game. This works brilliant with all ages. It's super adaptable. You can use it across any situation you find yourself in, and there are variations to make it easier and harder depending on who you're working with. I use it in schools and care homes, any of the group drumming sessions that I do, my vibe tribe, and it always goes down an absolute treat. It's super simple, super easy to follow, and like I said, it can be adapted based on the level you're working with. So please give this a try in your next workshop, tag me and let me know how it went. DM me with the word keep away and I will send you the full PDF of the game structure, how you lay out the room, and any variations that I've come up with.